Today we're here with Jerry. He's a buddy of mine, and he's got a problem with his motorhome that I bet a lot of you all have too. Since the whole COVID mess, you know, quality of RVs has gone in the toilet. So people are keeping their RVs a little longer than they used to maybe, and he's having a problem with his that I bet a lot of people are having. What are we having problems with, Jerry?
Well, you know, visibility, especially out of those front side windows at nighttime.
Have y'all ever seen an RV, or do you have an RV that the side windows are milky and fogged over inside the glasses like this one? Let me show you. Don't know how well this will show up on camera, but that is really milky. So when you're sitting in the driver's seat, it makes it hard to see out of that mirror, and at night I bet you can't see anything in that mirror. And this side is probably not quite as bad, but still it's very hazardous. Not a good situation. So there is a fix for this, supposedly. Jerry nor I have ever done this repair, and we thought we'd take you along. So we're going to stumble and bumble our way through. The main thing is we don't want to break a window. That is the main thing. So we're going to get started by getting these day-night shades. I think we're going to have to take these day-night shades down because we got these clamp rings that go all the way around these windows, and there's like 1,000,000 screws in each one. So we're going to probably start over here, and we're going to get that window out, get it set on a table over here, start disassembling the window, and see how this repair turns out. Alright, that wasn't as bad as we thought. So we got the window out. Here it is on the table. A couple little surprises. This guy showed up. He's in the wrong state. We'll get rid of him. One little bitty surprise, I guess, is the frame is put together over there with 4 screws, and they use some kind of epoxy or something to seal that. So we're gonna have to dig them suckers out. That'll allow this frame to spread so we can get the glass out. So let me maybe I can show you. I don't know exactly how we're going to tackle it yet. There is those, I guess it's 8 screws, 4 in each track, and they're covered with some kind of epoxy. So first thing a hillbilly does is pull his pocket knife out and start sawing on it. See what happens. All we have to do is expose enough of the screws to get a tool in them, twist them out. Yeah, that's gonna be a trick now. That's gonna be a trick. So let me dig on them screws for the next probably 20 minutes, and I'll turn the camera back on when we get ready to pull them screws out. All right, we got half the screws out, and that is like, I don't know what that's some kind of sealer. It's still somewhat pliable, but man, it's something really good. And it's virtually impossible to dig out them screws. So I'm gonna show you an old trick my Meemaw taught me. We're gonna take our Milwaukee M18 angle grinder, and we're gonna cut just a straight slot in that screw, in them screws. We're gonna try one, see how it works, and just use a flat screwdriver. See if we can get that screw out. So let's try this on one of them. Yeah, I got my safety peepers on. Y'all put yours on. Let me cut a slot in one of these screws, because these two up here are really bad. Now look at that, folks. If all else fails, when you're dealing with a Phillips or a square head screw, just cut you a slot in it. Use your straight screwdriver. So we can reuse these screws. We can put them right back in the same way. So let me get them last two. I think y'all got the idea, right? Okay. All right, folks. We got all the screws out. Well, I ain't gonna lie. We got all but one of them out. But I think we can start spreading this frame out, which should release the windows.
Probably need to pull this out of here first.
Yeah. Keep from tearing it. Probably get it these corners maybe. There's a rubber, looks to us like there's a rubber, let's see if you can take a rubber seal that holds the glass inside the frame. So I think we need to maybe work that rubber out before we start spreading this, because we're going to tear the rubber over here if we don't. And it could be a C-shaped rubber too. I don't know. I don't think it's going to be stuck to the glass. I think we need to pry it out of there if we can. Start down in that corner. Oh. Did I mention that we don't know what we're doing? Because if I failed to mention that, I really probably should mention that again. Because I've never had a window part. One side of this glass is stationary, the other is a slider. This T-piece in here is riveted. So I'm gonna drill those rivets out real quick. Hopefully that will allow us to be able to spread the frame. I hope. Still don't know what we're going to end up with here, people. We might be making a mess we can't get ourselves out of. We don't know. Maybe I should have watched a YouTube video, you think? Nah, that'd take all the fun out of it. Ouch, hot. Drill bits get hot when you, where y'all looking? Holy moly. Y'all looking to the sky. Y'all gotta keep up, people. It's like Jerry's here all by himself.
Just my head.
Just your head. I don't think your head was in frame.
Oh, my head's not here.
Oh, okay. Here, bigger than that. Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
Well, that definitely made her spread easier.
So it's, all right, so that's it. There's nothing over here, so we gotta.
So we can probably just screen out of the way now. We probably got it spread enough. We can probably even get the slider out, maybe.
Oh, you pull it. Got it.
All right, we got the slider out. Now, y'all are paying attention to how this came apart, right? So we can get it back together. All right, so here's the rubber.
Oh, that's, yeah, you can see what that is now.
Yeah,
it's a channel.
It's a C-shaped. Yeah.
Well, just do that, huh?
Let's see. We can get this spread. I have to try and get this side popped loose. that.
Some idiot.
I kind of had a suspicion it was probably like a C-shaped. But let me see. I don't know how.
If you want to pull that, that's good to pull it out, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Maybe. Yeah, okay.
It's like we're still attached there.
Yeah. Yeah, me too.
Is that rivet still holding a little bit? Maybe.
No, it's completely loose. You can see the hole.
Let's lay it this way a second. Just like that. Alrighty. The glass is free from the frame. So now what we got to do is get those two panes separated. Here's the kits Jerry bought, and this is what this has in it. It's some silicone, masking tape, razor scraper. So he's got plastic and metal blades in it, and then your seal that goes between the windows. Yeah, let's see how these windows come apart, because that's what we have to do, is get those two panes apart to, and you can't pry on this, because this is probably tempered glass. In the middle of this glass, it's tough as nails. You could probably hit it with a hammer and not break it, but if you touch it on this edge, she's a goner. So then we have to cut these apart.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's what the razor knife's for.
Right.
They gave us a box cutter, which probably got a sharper blade than mine. Because I think I've already turned that blade over, and I didn't bring any freshies with me. So yeah, as far as I know, we'll have to cut these windows apart, these two panes. That's going to be a trick now, people. I'm telling you, without breaking this glass. We marked the glass with a piece of masking tape in the middle on both sides, so we'll know, this is outside and this is outside. So when we put them back in, they'll be oriented the same. So we won't even worry about cleaning the outside of the glass until we get the window reassembled. What we need to do is clean the inside and then reassemble. Now what Jerry's doing now is cutting, I guess it's butyl and silicone is what they sandwich between these two panes of glass. And they give you the razor blade knife and everything, the box cutter knife. Cut that apart. We got the new butyl and the new silicone to put the window back together. So yeah, just go get this cut apart.
It's some stout stuff.
Yeah. Oh, it's nasty. That butyl's nasty stuff. That's why windshield guys use wire to cut that butyl, like a piano wire, because it's just gumming that knife blade up, which is what I kind of expected it to do. That's why I brought extra razor blades with me. Because once that butyl gets on your blade, it gets really sticky. Watch that left hand, man. Watch that left hand. You're about ready to break that blade. That's what I say, just watch that left hand. It goes right up to the glass.
Yeah, that's right.
In the middle.
There we go. Yeah, it's in there.
As you can tell, it does not want to let loose. It's a good thing we got a nice place to work here on this table. That makes things a lot nicer.
There it is. You find that sweet spot.
Yeah. Left hand, man. You're scaring me.
Says the man that always cuts his hands.
Yeah, well that's why I'm scared for you. I'm scared to death for you.
That's funny right there.
Yeah, I don't care who you are.
What happens when two hillbillies are trying to fix a window?
Somebody fucking bleed is what I'm afraid of. I don't know about you, but I don't feel like a trip to the emergency room today.
No. We're a good 20 minutes away from an emergency room anyways.
You have any idea where you started?
Yeah. It wasn't here.
It wasn't here. And I'll tell you folks, as far as just a straight up DIY project, it would depend on your skill level, I think, on this.
All right.
So if you're not super comfortable with a lot of different things, I'm not sure this is a big time DIY project.
So, in theory, there we go.
All right. There are two halves. All right, well, folks, now all we have to do is, they gave us flat razors also. We have to scrape all of this butyl silicone off the edge and clean the glass real good with just regular old glass cleaner, and then start reassembling. So we're going to do a lot of scraping, I have a feeling, and we'll be back. Look, this is just flat razor. Just shave it off.
Take these two pieces of glass to an air-conditioned environment and dust-free as best as possible, so that we can do the final cleaning,
Yep.
which will cover, I'm sure, and then to put the new sealant on.
Right.
Assemble the two pieces of glass together. Then once that's sealed, then we'll bring it back out to use the
Silicone.
silicone.
Okay. Okay. All right. That sounds like a plan, people. We got a plan. We're gonna work the plan and see how it works out. We'll be back. Got them in the air conditioner. Got it laid out here on their island, and we're gonna just start cleaning. It's actually, we've wiped a lot of that film off just fooling with the windows, so it should clean pretty easily. I didn't know how that was gonna go either. I didn't know how any of this was gonna go. Yeah, just clean it real good. We'll have to assemble them in here, put the butyl around the edge, and then we'll take it back out to the garage and do the silicone on the edge. We're just gonna clean it. All right, we got those two cleaned up. This is the slider part of that window, and we realized a while ago that this piece of metal on the edge with the latch and the part that you pull on to open the slider, close the slider, this is something special to hold that to the glass, which we don't have. So we brought it in here and we're cleaning it real good. And actually, we think it's probably just going to be good enough the way it is. We're not going to have to disassemble these 2 panes of glass. As it's probably as good as those, because those did not clean up 100%. I'd say 95% or maybe a little bit better, but they did not clean up 100%. So, but it's way better than it was. Way better than it was. So we're gonna clean on this a little bit, but we're probably just gonna leave it be, and then we're gonna assemble those 2 pieces with this. It's probably butyl tape. I probably said that. Probably like a butyl based stuff. It's time to assemble these 2 panes of glass with the sealer thingy. What do they call it? Spacer, I think it's what
Sealer spacer?
Sealer spacer.
Yeah,
something.
so you got this to...
Oh, both sides?
Yeah, we'll take off this side first.
We're going to start in the corner, one of the square corners, but got 2 round corners and a square corner.
The silver aluminum piece goes towards the
center.
inside. It's
This
supposed
needs
to
to be-
maintain about 1/8 of an inch.
Yeah, and it needs to be
Yeah, we just gotta be careful of the
really straight.
inside of the glass.
Yeah, that's why I'm not even going to get my grubby paws near it.
And just space it. And it doesn't have to be perfect because this is all going to be covered up by the
Silicone.
silicone as well as the frame of the window itself.
Yep. Stop just a little bit short so we can cut it off. So yeah, we're just going to continue to put this around, and we have to cut it off. I don't know, Jerry.
We just gotta turn it. We want to keep it as one
Right.
consecutive
Okay.
piece as much as possible.
Alright.
You can
All right.
bend it.
We're just going to go around that square corner. Is it going to stay though?
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. Like that.
Alright, we're just going to go all the way around this window like that, back to where we started up there. And then we got the same film on the other side. And then we got to stick the 2 pieces together straight. Square and plumb and all that stuff, right?
All the fun stuff.
Yeah. Should be easy peasy.
Oh, I hate when he says that. You just doomed this project. This project is doomed.
Until we go to set the other piece of glass on top of this one. And I think it's going to be a 2-man job. Literally, once we get it over here, it's got to be straight and square.
We will use the straight edge. We'll
Yep.
turn the straight edge up.
Yep.
And put the other one straight edge down.
Yep.
And in theory,
Just make 100% sure that's the outside.
in theory it should work.
Okay.
Love when in theory it comes into conversation.
So there's another film here.
Yeah, we've got to peel that off.
Got it. No, had it. There we are. All right. Are we ready?
Just leave it for a second so we can stand this up. I'm going to turn it this way so we can have flat edge.
All right.
On the counter. We'll stand it up this way.
What do you think?
Yeah.
Okay.
See, that's how we get it lined up perfectly.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think
that's
if
the
we're
only
going to do
problem.
that, though, I would almost
Take it off.
take the towel off for right now.
Roll her over. Let me set that on that partially.
Okay. So you can get your hands back under.
Yeah. Hillbillies love working in the kitchen on car parts.
We like eating in the kitchen better. All right, folks. We're going to finish pulling this off now, Jerry.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, unless you want to stand it up first.
We can.
It might be kind of hard to pull that off with it.
So at least y'all can, well, you can't see where I'm at because you're out of frame, but at least you can see through the window now. Couldn't do that before. Okay, we're gonna join the two halves now. I'm gonna hold this one, not let go, and Jerry's gonna line them up.
I think I am. That's some sticky stuff too, eh?
Yep. I'll make sure it's right. Just watch the corner. Yeah, watch that corner over there. Get it.
Get off of it.
Get it in the right place first. And I've got this one as close to 90 degrees as I can possibly get it. Looks like 90 degrees to the countertop.
You keep going up or over towards the stove up there.
Really?
Yeah, I think so. This may be the hardest part. Okay, that corner looks good.
This corner looks good to me, but I'm kind of looking at an angle.
Okay, I'm gonna close it.
Okay. The two are joined
I got it.
in holy matrimony.
Put that towel back.
Yep. Till death do them part. We hope they don't die today. We still got to reassemble the window. Just be careful pressing. Don't get carried away. All right, they're married. So we're gonna let this set in here probably a few minutes, just acclimate. And then we're gonna take it out to the garage and put the silicone around the edge, which we have to let set for 30 minutes before we can handle the window. And we'll carry on. All right, now they want us to take both pieces of glass. If y'all watched my channel any, you've seen me do this with silicone. Just tape the edges, silicone it. Just slather the silicone on and then pull your tape off. Leaves awesome edges. So this is gonna be no different. We did remove the towel. Now we're just gonna go squeeze this in there without trying to keep some of it off the table. Oh, that's some thick stuff. Yeah, you might want to keep that glass from sliding. We don't have our towel there anymore. Then you just lick your finger and you go just like that. Make sure there's no voids. Looks good. We're going to do that all the way around. And then we do have to let that set for 30 minutes. So what do you think? Sit around and tell lies or something for a half hour?
Lies and more stories.
Sounds good to me. Y'all go tell some lies. We'll see you in a little bit. As usual, the camera battery died. I don't know where it died because we were working. We got the rubber on the window. Was a little bit concerned about that. We wasn't sure it was going to fit because sometimes when you take rubber loose like that, it will shrink or expand, but it looks okay. So now that we got the rubber on, we don't have to worry about getting into our silicone. Now we're going to attempt to put the window itself back together. So we got two windows and a centerpiece to all get back in that frame. I don't know how it's going to go. We're all going to see. Well, yeah. Yeah, okay, we got the little connector bar or whatever they're gonna call it that connects the two pieces of frame. So yeah, we need to at least get a couple screws in this. That's that one that we just couldn't get out. I don't know if it's gonna focus or whether you can even see it. It's still in there, but it will still go in the hole, so it will help hold things together. But there's 8 screws in there, and we're gonna have 7 go back. So 7 out of 8 ain't bad. This one, that bar we have to put in first because it's actually behind that glass that we're getting ready to put in. All right, so let's slide the frame that way a little bit. Okay. Now I'm just gonna open it up while Jerry
attempts.
Actually, just come this way a long way, so it's not gonna go right to that little divider cookie thing. Close?
I think it's getting there. I think.
I think we missed the notch. Is this one notched also?
Let me see.
Oh, it has to be, then.
No, there we go.
Oh. See, we gotta get the slider in there at some point too.
Who's got it?
Yeah.
Tricky.
Yeah. Yeah, you kinda have to assemble everything at one time. There's the stop.
Oh, it's gotta come up.
Yeah,
Okay.
this is the notch.
Okay.
Slide this away.
When the screen go on? That was on last though, wasn't it?
We should be able to actually put in it after the frames.
yeah, true.
Because you can pop the screen out. That's spring loaded. Yeah.
So,
You should be able to take that all the way to bed.
lining up somehow.
Oh, I missed the notch.
Yeah.
It's too low.
Oh, actually, you're too
That's
high.
where the screen
You're actually too high.
Yeah,
Yeah, there. Oh, there it is.
yeah, that's the notch. The screen
Yeah.
goes there. Okay.
Let me move it off this. Okay.
All right. So this middle divider, which is the stop for the slide, we want to make sure our rivet holes are lined up. Now we're pretty close here.
No,
Can't see the hole now.
no, it's coming.
We ain't going to go.
Well, right there. Right there's the hole. You can rivet that.
Perfect.
Yeah, we can do that.
All right, we're gonna get this screwed back together. That's that seam in the frame. Put our 7 screws back in that, and then we'll be right back. And before we actually put those screws in, we're gonna separate that frame just a little bit, squirt a little bit of that silicone in there, and then we're gonna put that frame together so that it will be sealed from the inside out. So that might make a little bit of a mess. We might get it on everywhere, but I think that's important. I don't think it's a good idea to just try and seal it from the outside. We want to get that silicone in that joint. All right, we got 7 or 8 screws back in there. Let's see if it works. Oh, look at that, would you? Now, we do have to put some silicone on these screws and on this joint, and that is going to make a huge mess. We'll have our hands in that constantly, but
Face paint.
yeah, or paint. So yeah, so basically we're done. We'll show you completely done because I got video looking out that window before we started, and I'm gonna get video of it, you looking out it. So we'll be back at that point because it's just we got to put the 2 rivets in, and then we have to clean up the hole where the window goes. Put the putty tape on the window. We're gonna go back with putty tape. That had foam, but we're gonna go with putty tape because we can't get the foam. We didn't know it had foam on it. and slap her in the hole and just put all the screws back in her clamp ring. We'll be right back. Y'all take a coffee break or whatever you do for relaxation. I don't know what y'all do. What do you do? But do that and we'll be back. Come on up. You started it. You're gonna have to finish it.
We need light. Oh,
nah, it's good. Well, folks, we did it. 2 complete rookies. I've never disassembled a window, and I don't think Jerry has either. But
2 hillbillies too.
Yeah, 2 hillbillies. We got her apart. We got her cleaned. We got her back together and reinstalled. Let me show you. I'll try my best to put a before and an after right here. But check this out. You can see the mirror now. This side wasn't quite as bad, but that's an awesome improvement. So, final thoughts, Jerry. What do you think of this job?
It was fun. It was real.
But it wasn't.
I don't
real
know
fun.
if it was real fun.
Yeah, no, it was not real fun. I can guarantee that. But we got her did. We got one side done. I think Jerry and his boys will tackle the other one at a later date. So that's going to be it for this one. As always, I really appreciate you watching. I know this is probably going to be a little longer video, so if you watched this far, thank you so much. They ain't bothering me. It's not like a Hollywood production. Don't forget to leave me a comment, criticism, or concern. I'm sure there will be all of those. And we'll catch you next time. It's fine. I don't want to get too fancy now, man. He wants to make this like a professional production. I don't think y'all'd like that, would you? I know you'd know the difference. Because none of my videos are professionally done, that's for sure.
Good point.
So yeah, don't start now, Jerry. Let's just keep it hillbilly style.
Let's keep it hillbilly.
Just leave it hillbilly style. All right, now. My favorite part of any day is getting silicone in and around my nails. My favorite part of the day. My day is not complete until I have silicone all over me. This was provided in the kit. Should be black. Yep, it's black. Got the pokey hickey on the lid. So let's pokey and put our spout on, trim it off. Oh, yeah. This is my favorite part. Jerry was worried about this. This is my favorite part. This is the easy part. This is the only easy part of this whole job. Except I wished it was in a tube, but we could be using a caulking gun. But other than that, that's okay. We got our carpo tunnel. Will be just fine, people. Don't worry about it. Oh, my word. No, the battery died. Okay, I got in. And if y'all really don't want me to use it, I won't, but I thought it was funny. I got to change battery real quick.
You did get this put.
I don't know. I don't know where the battery died.
You and your batteries.
You can't. I mean, I think you're starting to get a feeling of how hard it is to video yourself working on stuff. Because you can't be watching